Good morning, students. Are you ready to study a new topic? Okay, today we will start with an interesting topic, that is arithmetic sequences. Before introducing arithmetic sequences, we want to know what is meant by sequence. Okay, let's check. Consider counting of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And we know that what is the next number after 4? What is that? Yes, it's 5. How do we get that? Because counting of number follows a particular pattern, that is 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3 and goes on. So 4 plus 1 gives us 5. Similarly, consider counting of even numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. And what is the next number after 10? Yes, it's 12. How do we get that? We know that here counting of even numbers also follows a pattern, that is 2 plus 2 gives 4, 4 plus 2 gives 6 and goes on, and here 10 plus 2 is 12. So, counting of numbers, counting of even numbers, counting of odd numbers, etc. follows a particular pattern. That is, here the pattern is addition of a constant number. Anyway, numbers or set of numbers that follows a particular rule or order or a particular pattern is said to be in sequence. That is, counting of numbers is a sequence, counting of even numbers is a sequence, counting of odd numbers, that is numbers, even numbers, odd numbers are all in sequences. Now let's check another example, that is squaring of numbers. Squaring of numbers, that is, what is the square of first number? 1 square 1, 2 square 4, 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 5 square 25 and goes on. Is it follows a pattern? Yes. This set of numbers also follows a pattern, that is, this is the squaring of the numbers in order. 1 square is 1, 2 square 4, 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 5 square 24, 25, etc. goes on. Here, this set of numbers are also in a sequence, because here is also there is a pattern. So, what is meant by sequence? A sequence is a set of numbers that follows a particular rule or order or a particular pattern. Okay. Now, we want to know what is meant by arithmetic sequence. So, we said that set of numbers that follows a particular pattern is said to be in sequence. And if that pattern is the addition of a constant number or addition of a fixed number, then that set of numbers is said to be in arithmetic sequence. That is, a sequence that starts with any number adding a fixed number repeatedly on it is said to be in arithmetic sequence. So, let us check counting of numbers. Here, plus 1 starts with 1 and plus 1 is the addition. Addition of a fixed number. 1 is added to each number. So, counting of numbers is in arithmetic sequence. Look at here. This is counting of even numbers. Even numbers starts with any number. So, 2, 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6. So, here also there is a constant number or a fixed number, that is 2 is added to each number. Now, look here. This is the sequence of squaring of numbers. 1, 4, 9, 16. So, we said that here it's the pattern, that is the square of counting numbers. These are the numbers, that is 1 square 1, 2 square 4, 3 square 9, etc. So, here squaring of numbers follows a pattern, that is squaring. We want to check whether this sequence is an arithmetic sequence. How we will check that? We want to know whether a constant number or a fixed number is added to each number to get the next number. Here 1 plus 3 is 4 and 4 plus 5 is 9. Look here, 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9 and 9 plus 7 is 16. So here there is no constant number, isn't it? First number plus 3 gives the second number and second number plus 5 gives the third number. So there is not a constant number here. There is not a addition of fixed number is not here. A sequence is said to be an arithmetic sequence only if there is that pattern follows is the addition of a constant number. Every sequence follows a pattern. We know that sequence is a set of numbers that follows a particular pattern. But if that pattern is a constant number, addition of a fixed number or a constant number, then that set of numbers is said to be in arithmetic sequence. Here, squaring of numbers follows a pattern, but that pattern is not the addition of a fixed number. Here, first number here, the difference is not seen, or a addition of fixed number is not seen in this sequence. So, this sequence, that is squaring, is not a arithmetic sequence. So, I hope that you understand the difference between sequence and arithmetic sequences. So, every sequence is not an arithmetic sequence, but every arithmetic sequence is a sequence. Example is the squaring of numbers. Every arithmetic sequence is sequence because every arithmetic sequence follows a particular pattern, but every sequence is not an arithmetic sequence. Example is squaring of numbers, which follows a pattern. This is a sequence, but this is not an arithmetic sequence. So, every sequence is not an arithmetic sequence. So, now we know that what is the difference between sequence and an arithmetic sequence. Once again, sequence is a set of numbers that follows a particular pattern, and arithmetic sequence is a sequence that starts with a particular number, adding a fixed number repeatedly on it. Okay. So, otherwise, arithmetic sequence is a sequence where the pattern followed is addition of a fixed number or a constant number. Now, there are two types of arithmetic sequences. Arithmetic sequences are of two types. That is, one is finite sequence and other is a infinite sequence. Now itself, we talked about infinite sequences. So, which are infinite sequences? Infinite sequences means sequences where the set of numbers are infinite. Okay, set of numbers are infinite. That sequence. Arithmetic sequence where the set of numbers are infinite are said to be infinite sequences. So, example, counting of numbers, counting of even numbers, odd numbers are all examples of infinite sequence because there is no edging for that sequences. Now let us check finite sequences. So consider cricket match. Consider a cricket match of 20 overs. So we know that each over has 6 balls. So first over means 6 balls. Second over means 6 plus 6, 12. Third over means 12 plus 6, 18. Goes on like that. So, we consider 20 overs. So, first over 6 balls. Second over means 6 plus 6, 12 balls. Third over means 6, 6, 6, 18 balls. And goes on like that. And for the 20th over, in 20 overs means we will get 120 balls. Isn't it? So here, first check, this is a sequence or not. Yes, this is a sequence because this follows a pattern, addition of constant number, that is plus 6. So here addition of constant number, so this sequence is an arithmetic sequence. How 6 plus 6 gives 12, 12 plus 6 gives 18, etc. So here addition of this sequence follows a particular pattern, that is addition of a constant number. So this sequence is an arithmetic sequence. Okay, now this sequence starts with 6 and ends with a number that is 120. So this sequence is a finite sequence. This is an arithmetic sequence and this set of numbers are finite and the sequence is said to be finite sequence. So if a sequence that starts with a number and ends with a number, we know that number, that is a countable sequence, then this is said to be finite sequence. Okay. And we know that sequence which are not finite is said to be infinite sequences. I hope you understand what is the difference between finite and infinite sequences. Sequence which are finite set of numbers, then it is said to be finite sequence. Sequence which have infinite numbers, then it is said to be infinite sequences. That's all. We will use these arithmetic sequences. We can see these arithmetic sequences in our daily life situations. Okay, that is, consider the staircase steps. So all the steps are in a particular distance, follows a particular distance. So that is in a sequence, that is arithmetic sequence, that is addition of a particular distance. If the distance between the first step and second step is it be 1 meter, then second step, the distance between the second step and third step will be also 1 meter. That is that distance follows a particular road or that is addition of a constant number. So staircase steps are an arithmetic sequence. Like that, let's look for the clock. In the clock, that second hand moves following a particular distance. Follows a particular distance. That is addition of a constant distance, constant number in each movement. That is also in arithmetic sequence. Like that, many practical situations we have seen in our daily life. And also this arithmetic progression itself is to find the pattern or generalize the pattern that we will see or observe in our day-to-day life. So that's all. Today we studied about sequence, arithmetic sequence, finite and infinite sequences. What is meant by sequence? Set of numbers that follows a particular rule or particular pattern is said to be in sequence. And that sequence, and for in a sequence, that if that pattern is the addition of a fixed number or a constant number, then that sequence is said to be arithmetic sequence. That is, arithmetic sequence is a set of numbers starting with a particular number and adding a constant number or a fixed number repeatedly to it. And we talked about finite and infinite sequences. What is meant by finite sequence? A sequence or a set of numbers that follows a sequence that in which the set of numbers are finite, then it is said to be finite sequence. And sequence in which the set of numbers are infinite, then it is said to be infinite sequence. Also, we talk about practical situations, staircase steps, and the second hand movement in the clock are all in arithmetic sequence. That's all about arithmetic sequence. There are also many practical situations we can apply, we are seen in our day-to-day life. Also in the next class we will do more problems. Okay, thank you.